Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Championship Wrestling. I'm being joined now by the Dragon, Brandon Cutler. And Brandon, since joining the United Wrestling Network, you have experienced almost exclusively victories. But in our main event, you face one of the most diabolical and cruel wrestlers to ever grace the United Wrestling Network, Baitman. What do you bring to a fight like that?
I tell you what I'm going to bring. I'm going to bring the anger I felt after losing my first match since donning the Dragon. I want you to bring your anger, your darkness, your cruelty. Because like I said before, failing, even if it's failing forward, is no longer acceptable. What you can count on is that the Dragon will fight fire with fire.
Once again, inside a wild and electric Irvine Improv. Welcome to Championship Wrestling. TK Todd Kennelly here along with Christian Cole. Just last week, surprise, surprise, a contract signing didn't go as planned. Things got physical, and Johnny LaQuasto made the match. It'll be Jose the Assassin and Maximilien taking on Espiritu and the Heritage Champion, EJ Sparks, in tag team action.
A tag team match we didn't expect to see, but once again, Johnny LaQuasto knocking it out of the park, giving the fans what they want to see, a tag team match for the ages tonight.
Recently, it's all about returning faces like the Navajo Warrior and veterans. We've got Baitman back in action, one of the greatest television champs in history. Will he be the one to extinguish the fire of the Dragon? He faces Brandon Cutler.
Baitman versus Dragon. Tonight we'll see interviews from both men and then a fight tonight. I can't wait to see who wins. Whoever comes out of that fight is coming out looking good. Two tough guys going at it tonight.
And I'm told we're going to go to the front. I guess we've got a little bit of a verbal confrontation between Johnny LaQuasto and Jordan Cruz, the world champion. Let's head there now.
I am so sick of this. You gotta make this right, LaQuasto. Make it right now.
All right, champ. Calm down. Let's go into my office. We can discuss whatever your problem is.
We're not going anywhere. We're gonna solve this right here. We're gonna solve it right here.
What's the problem?
The problem is Javi wants to call me a bully, a coward, wants to call me a punk. Does he know who he's talking to? I'm Jordan Cruz.
I know you're Jordan Cruz. You're the United World Champion. He's a professional athlete. He can say whatever he wants about you, much like you can say whatever you want about him. You signed the contract. The title match has to happen.
Screw the contract. Make a new contract.
Why would I make a new contract? You've been begging for years to get a shot at this title. You finally did. No matter how you won, that's certainly another discussion. You are now the man on top, which means you have to be ready every single night to defend that title against the very best.
I am the man on top. I will defend it against the very best, but I ain't defending it against Javi.
Tell me why. Tell me why. You signed the contract. He signed the contract.
You're the GM. Make a new contract. Find someone else.
I'm trying to be respectful here, but if you don't get out of my face and know that you are fighting next week to defend this title, I'm going to ban Epic from ringside for that title match.
You sure about that?
Okay. First off, you cannot do that, all right?
Easy there, Hannibal Lecter. That's enough out of you. And you, I'm going to see you next week because I don't like bullies, I don't like cowards, and I don't like punks. All right, champ? I'm going to see you next week, pal. That's right. Showtime. Yeah, put on that face. Yeah, walk away. Walk away. Leave him alone, all right?
Stand down, please.
You gonna stand by this joker? Fine. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Joker.
Oh, God! Come on! Guys, stop it! Help, please! Come on! What are you doing? Separate!
Fans, I'm being joined now by a man who has tormented his foes and rivals across the United Wrestling Network and the wrestling world. He's snapped bones, he's taken championships, and he's ended careers. And in our main event, he faces the Dragon, Brandon Cutler. His name is Baitman. Baitman, what's brought you home to the United Wrestling Network?
Jack, did you just say Brandon Cutler is a dragon now?
Yeah.
Well, Jack, I gotta tell you, that suits me just fine, because in case you or any of you out there have forgotten, for 24 years, old Tyler Baitman stood across the ring from gods and monsters, and not once did I take a step back or bat an eye. It's also my understanding that Brandon's a little upset. Seems like he lost for the first time recently, and that's got him down in his feelings. Well, good, Brandon, reach down, spread your wings, breathe fire. You try to scorch my back, 'cause I ask for no quarter, and I will give none. You were put down once, and what one man can do, another man can do, and I will put you down. Oh.
Hello, everyone. This is David Marquez with the United Wrestling Network. And Ohio, are you ready? We're coming. The Lorraine Palace Theater on March 28th. Tickets are on sale right now. So everybody watching Rock and Sports Entertainment Network, we hope to see you there. Go to the website, check it out. You'll see stars from AEW and WWE and New Japan Pro Wrestling and all your favorite stars of Championship Wrestling. So don't forget to be there. Tickets on sale now. Ringside seats on the stage. Be there.
You could be driving down the road and God forbid something happens to your engine or your transmission. Now you got to figure out how to tow the car, where to tow it to, how much it's going to cost. Whereas you have a company like CarShield back you and you make a phone call and everything's taken care of.
So can you walk us through a little bit on like a car breakdown? What happens on the customer side and what you see?
Every day at our shop, there's people that just come in bawling their eyes out because their car's warranty just ran out and they got all these new expenses now that they have to pay for.
Some of the average costs on repairs, for instance, on a transmission would range anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000. Engines can go anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000, $15,000.
If you can get CarShield, do it. Don't even think twice. Give them a call, see what you could do to get on that program because it's going to give you peace of mind.
No other company protects drivers like CarShield. All you need to do is call CarShield now before your car breaks down.
CarShield can save you thousands. Just call before a breakdown happens. Call 800-764-5611.
Folks, I'm being joined now by Nina, who made her debut 2 weeks ago against the pink.
Are you okay, Jack?
No, it's just that this thing happens every time I try to.
Care. I'll say her name. Alex Gracia.
No! Security! 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 Security!
Enough! Enough! Come on!
The contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first at a combined weight of 350 pounds, Mathias MORE, and the United Wrestling Network Heritage Champion, Sparrow.
Things got physical in that recent contract signing for the upcoming Heritage title clash between champion EJ Sparks and Maximilien. Luckily, Fidel Bravo came to the aid of the champion, didn't come alone, had that steel chair as an equalizer, and LaQuasto quick to make this tag team matchup. Some heated words between Jordan Castle and Johnny LaQuasto. Johnny LaQuasto teaching Castle a little lesson there on the microphone. But the contract was signed and it was made official. That man's got a shot at the Heritage title upcoming. And again, what an $1 million, Maximilien has never been knocked off his feet in the United Wrestling Network.
Yeah, just going back to what you were talking about with the contract signing. I mean, when Jordan Castle speaks, it's usually fire. And somehow, Johnny LaQuasto met fire with fire. One of the more entertaining contract signings I've seen. Certainly the stage has been set. But first, we'll see a tag team match. And it's happening right now.
Yeah, that was verbal pugilism at its best between LaCosto and Castle, but this is going to be all physical. And let's talk about what a tandem you got here with Espiritu, Fidel Bravo, and the Heritage Champ. We're going to get a little preview, a little taste of things to come. Champion and future challenger going to kick off this tag team matchup.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, we're getting an actual look into that. Wait a minute. I was just going to say.
Not so fast as Lee Corso.
We were getting a look at that championship fight. And of course, Maximilien is going to take a break for a moment. Let Jose do the dirty work. Handle his lightweight.
What else is new? That's all that they've used. That's all that they've paid the Assassin for, and paid him handsomely, I might add. You'll remember in Oxnard, after Jose the Assassin came up short in his title matchup with EJ Sparks, out comes Jordan Castle, a little payola, and had Jose take him out. So just for the photo op, for the gram, and now we've got some dissension here.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, Jose, certainly a star in his own right across the world of professional wrestling, said, Max, you get it started, but Max wins the argument, and it'll be Jose the Assassin against EJ Sparks to start off this tag team bout.
Well, Levity Live in Oxnard, Jose, after the matchup, laid out EJ Sparks, choked him out with that green cord to allow Maximilien to stand tall with the Heritage title. Of course, possession not 9/10 of the law here. Inverted atomic drop, nice drop kick by the champion, who's off to a quick start, and Jose can't get to that corner quick enough. He's looking for the tag.
Yeah, Lord knows he's trying, TK, but EJ Sparks quick to stop the progress of Jose, and now 2-on-1 for a moment as the veteran Fidel Bravo comes in. El Fidel gets caught though. Jose behind. Jose dumping Fidel Bravo, and a little lucha now, counter there.
Nice balance though by the Assassin, who we know he knows how to run in a pack. Nice head scissors takedown, and Espiritu has a lot of tag team experience as well. I don't think the same can be said for Maximilien. He's usually a lone wolf, except for his lackey there, Jordan Castle, that pipsqueak manager of his. Out here looking for the Perfectoplex. Absolutamente perfecto. Can't put him away with it. I think the dissension of the team of the Assassin and Maximilien might be a big story in this matchup here, Christian.
I think you're right, TK. Now we're seeing EJ and Fidel Bravo with tag team cohesion. EJ with the cover, but only one. That double back elbow, not enough to put the lights out for Jose.
Jose the Assassin, he's been around. He was a Spanish commentator in the United Wrestling Network, so he's broken down a lot of the action. He's really a thinking man's wrestler, and he knows every single shortcut out there. We saw a lot of them in that title opportunity against EJ Sparks.
And of course, Jose going on and having a great career in All Elite Wrestling as a commentator, manager, and now looking to get back to his fighting ways. But he's in trouble here. Cover from Fidel.
Well, because Maximilien threw Jose to the Wolves. It's been all Jose for his team, taking on both Espiritu and EJ Sparks, and not faring too well at the moment.
As great of a wrestler as Maximilien is, the thing he does best is look good. So for him to just stand there on the outside looking beautiful, get a knee in there every once in a while, that's exactly the strategy you need to be successful. I like it from Maximilien.
Well, there was a big knee. There was a big assist by Maximilien on the outside that pretty much delivered Fidel up to the Assassin for that Quebradora backbreaker around the world on a silver platter.
This is enemy territory here for Fidel Bravo. As you can see, all three. Jordan Castle at the front of your screen, and then, of course, Maximilien and Jose making the tag. And this is smart planning from this new tag team. And they're able to isolate Fidel, keep him far away from the Heritage champion, EJ Sparks, fresh on the opposite corner.
Still to come in our main event, the Dragon versus the main man. It'll be Baitman taking on Brandon Cutler. Now we got Maximilien in there, and this guy is an absolute powerhouse. He holds a singles victory over Fidel Bravo. They went one-on-one at one point with Maximilien getting the win. He locked him in that Max Factor submission.
You know, Montenegro, usually known as a place to vacation, is a beautiful part of the planet Earth. And Maximilien now changing the definition of that town. And
big power slam and a sense of urgency. EJ had to come in and make the save there.
Yeah, Maximilien redefining Montenegro as a violent area, a place that can create champions, that can create the most sexiest man on the face of the planet. Big right hands from Maximilien. Not only is he violent, but he looks good doing it too.
What was that in between Jordan Castle feeding him grapes? Green, red, green, red, red, green, green, red, as he said.
Are you jealous that you don't have anybody feeding you grapes?
No, I'm good.
There are levels to this, TK.
But I'll tell you, there are levels, and Maximilien is looking to ascend those levels. He wants that heritage title, a title that's been held by the likes of Scrap Iron Adam Pierce, Willie Mack, Scorpio Sky, and others, and he might be on his way to doing that. Maximilien dominant right now. We've got to take a break.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks night guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Have you written a book but don't know how to get it published? We do. We take our authors through the publishing process from editing to distribution and sales. Christian Faith Publishing distributes all book genres, and we understand you have more than a book. It's unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. Call the number on the screen or scan the QR code, and we'll send you a free writer's guide packed with tips, tricks, and templates.
Call or scan for your free writer's guide, 888-440-3095. That's 888-440-3095.
Welcome back, everyone. The physicality, the dominance of Maximilien put his team in the driver's seat. And look at this, I talked about it. He knows every shortcut in the book, does Jose the Assassin, and he relishes every moment of it.
Well, Todd, you honestly, you alluded to it earlier. You said exactly what it is. I mean, this is a guy in Jose the Assassin who has studied the roster of Championship Wrestling from ringside. You know, doing the Spanish commentary and putting us on the map in different Spanish territories around the world. But he knows all these guys. He knows their next move. Big backbreaker in for the cover is Jose, and only two.
Pulled the rug out from Bravo, and again, now that the pace has slowed into more of a methodical pace, that definitely benefits the team of the Assassin and 1 in a million Maximilien. Oh, look at this, a little double team coming, perhaps.
Oh, he was thinking powerbomb, but a counter from Fidel.
And now, Jose the Assassin misses the mark as well. Big DDT by Espiritu. Trying to divide and conquer. Crowd behind the tandem of the Heritage Champion and Fidel Bravo. Bravo's got to get to the outstretched hand of the Spark in the Dark, and he got deposited to the outside. And you know, Maximilien doesn't get paid by the hour. This is probably his toughest competition and the most punishment he's taken. Look at that, he's wobbling, he's wheeling. Will he leave his feet for the first time? Not yet. We don't know how much, obviously a phenomenal athlete, but are they show muscles or go muscles? Is he in there if this battle goes into
What kind of ridiculous question is that? They're everything muscles. They're the GOAT muscles. And now EJ Sparks and Maximilien facing off. This is the match we will see for the Heritage title. The contract is signed. These two men will fight for the championship. And now a preview. Big right hands from the champ. EJ Sparks firing off.
Getting that preview now, Christian. Thought these two were going to start off the match. There's no outstretched hand right now. The assassin nowhere to be found to do the bidding of Maximilien. And we've got a taste of what's to come in their future title opportunity. The quickness of EJ Sparks, the power of Maximilien. Something's got to give.
And EJ's got him hurt here in the corner. I mean, if this is any indication for the betting odds on that Heritage title fight, EJ quickly becoming the favorite, but now countered.
There we go. Take it home.
Max has got him up, TK.
He does. Again, that power he possesses is unbelievable. Look at this. Again, how are you the favorite? Question mark.
Oh,
kick.
down to one knee.
He dropped him to a knee, but he still hasn't put him on his back, hasn't flattened him. No one has.
He did it.
Down.
EJ Sparks puts down Maximilien.
Now he's gonna pin him. Now he's gonna pin him. No.
Oh my God, the slimy Jordan Castle. And Castle saving his moneymaker, dragging him to the outside. Maximilien survives.
And now a swing and a miss by the assassin. EJ Sparks did what no one has done. Brings in the assassin the hard way. He knocked Maximilien flat with the plus ultra.
And it seems as if Maximilien leaving the ring there and up onto the stage, it seems he's leaving Jose Assassin to fend for himself.
Oh, I guess when the going gets tough, the not so tough head for the hills here. They get going in a different way. There it is again, plus ultra. I hope they paid Jose well when they threw him into the wolves here.
EJ with the cover. EJ staring a hole into the challenger.
EJ Sparks and Fidel Bravo.
EJ Sparks and Fidel Bravo get the win. Let's take a look back at the action. Some dissension in the ranks between the Assassin and the Mammoth of Montenegro. But then you saw the power of Maximilien. He was dominating the match till he didn't. Here it is. Got dropped to a knee first and then flat back with the plus ultra. EJ the first to knock Maximilien down like that.
I didn't think we'd ever see it. Maximilien finally getting taken off of his feet. EJ Sparks, the first man to do it. And if that's any indication of what's to come in the Heritage Championship fight, EJ Sparks looks to retain his gold against the undefeated Maximilien.
Huge confidence builder for EJ Sparks. He sees that Maximilien might just be human. Is he perhaps beatable now that he's finally been knocked off his feet? That title matchup coming your way. These two have a date with destiny, but great tag team action here. More coming your way on Championship Wrestling.
Every tag team out there keeps saying the same thing, that they're ready. They talk about chemistry, strategy, heart. But once the bell rings, none of that matters. We don't need allies. We don't need approval. All we need is that bell to ring. Stand with the delirium.
Hello, everyone. This is David Marquez with the United Wrestling Network. And Ohio, are you ready? We're coming. The Lorraine Palace Theater on March 28th. Tickets are on sale right now. So everybody watching Rock and Sports Entertainment Network, we hope to see you there. Go to the website, check it out. You'll see stars from AEW and WWEID and New Japan Pro Wrestling and all your favorite stars of Championship Wrestling. So don't forget to be there. Tickets on sale now. Ringside seats on the stage. Be there.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, ordered online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
Introducing first, from Shizuoka, Japan, weighing 170 pounds, the Mountain Breaker, Coto Hero.
So great to see Coto Hero back in action. The Mountain Breaker had to prove that he himself is unbreakable, coming off of a broken fibula, 10 months on the shelf, and he is back.
And his opponent from the summit of Gold Country, California, weighing 254 pounds,
Matias, another one of the blue chippers, you might say, of the United Wrestling Network. This guy built bigger, tougher, better, former powerlifting champion, well-versed in several martial arts, and is finally gotten into the win column as of late. But Coto Hero is gonna have to use his agility here because he can't match strength with the big man.
Yeah, Mathias coming in the bigger guy, but he hasn't been used to that. He's fought some really big opponents in recent months, and he's not used to the speed of Coto Hero, who's able to drop that drop kick and just move around, man. This Coto Hero guy is nimble.
Well, it doesn't look like he missed a step with that layoff, with that injury. No ring rust evidence yet. Look at that, the elevation into the arm drag. Incredible agility and some cat and mouse tactics here, making Mathias chase. So far, so good. Well, until Mathias gets a hold of you, look at that power.
And that's just the problem right there. He goes in for a cover, TK.
Wow, that could do it, caught him.
That's just the problem right there is it doesn't matter how quick you are, how fast you can move. If this guy Mathias gets a hold of you, as he has a hold of Coto Hero right now, you're in big trouble.
Look at these knees, lifting him off the canvas and then lifting him up again with the big suplex into the cover goes Mathias. It was a great start, a quick start for Coto Hero, but again, as Gorilla Monsoon used to say, a good big man will beat a good little man, and the power is something that Coto Hero is going to have to find an answer for. That leg was broken, and now he might be broken in half as Coto Hero trying to dissect him there right around the rib cage was Mathias. He's got big bruising offense.
Yeah, Mathias just throwing his weight around now, just throwing Coto Hero around the ring. And Coto, look at that, let's go for backslide, gets his shoulders down.
Man, how close was that? Heads up move there by Coto, and he caught him, Christian. Buzzsaw kick, might have knocked him out with that if he caught him on the temple, but too much strength. Mathias finds a way to kick out.
Yeah, but I like it though. I like Coto Hero going for pinning combinations, trying to keep those shoulders down for 3. He has to take and keep the vertical base away from Mathias in order to do the most damage. And so far he's doing that really well. Coto now getting the fans behind him, and now Coto Hero. Oh, but he gets countered and slammed.
Big spinning slam there by Mathias. Is that going to do it? No, too much heart there by Coto Hero. Coto Hero was getting a full head of steam there and got caught in essence, a Cabradora, but instead of the backbreaker, Mathias took him right down to the canvas.
Yeah, this is Mathias' version of ground and pound. Hooks the outside leg, and now only 2.5, says veteran referee Patrick Hernandez. And man, Coto, I mean, right now he looks worse for wear, but he's really in this fight with Mathias. He just needs to get some momentum behind him and get out of that corner.
Coto Hero has to get distance. He can't let this fight be in a phone booth. I know that's a dated reference, but Black Phone 2 has phone booths, so it's back in vogue, at least for the moment.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
There you go. Indeed. Going downstairs, nice move.
Very smart. Cuts out the legs of the big man. Mathias now struggling to get back to his feet. Oh, look at that. Mathias saw it come and counters and throws him to the apron.
I think he caught him with the knee on the way out, did Hero, though, and that gives him the placement he wants for that missile drop kick. The Mountain Breaker looked like he came from the peak of the mountain there with that missile drop kick. And he's got to keep the pedal to the metal here, Christian. He can't waste too much time.
I think he heard you, TK, because he's going high risk here. Top turnbuckle, Coto hero with the fans behind him. Can he get him? And no one home.
And that will test that formerly broken fibula. Look at this, though. Big time Death Valley driver. Might be death to the aspirations of Coto, and it is.
Your winner,
Mathias picks up another victory. His stock is on the rise at the United Wrestling Network. Let's take a look back at some of the action. Coto hero Christian, so fast. There you see that big missile drop kick. Probably, the best maneuver of him. Got him off his feet, but then got caught, and Mathias put him away with the DVD.
Yeah, the speed of Coto hero on display today. He has not lost a step, but it wasn't enough to get the job done against the big bruiser, Mathias.
Folks, I'm joining Mathias at ringside. Mathias, congratulations on a big-time win. You've been racking up wins and sending shockwaves across the United Wrestling Network, but the people here still don't really know much about you. Who is Mathias, and what are your goals here at the United Wrestling Network?
You people don't know who I am, huh? Let me tell you, I'm a 6 foot, 254-pound ass-kicking machine. A man that's simply built better. And I'm here with one mission. Take down the biggest, the baddest, and the very best here at Championship Wrestling.
All right, fans, Gotham Wrestling recently premiered in Nyack, New York at Levity Live. Let's take a look at the action. Who is going to shine bright here at Gotham Wrestling, guys? That is the question. Now, on the West Coast in Championship Wrestling, we have seen Redondo in action, normally in tag team competition. But when he had an opportunity to fly coast to coast, said, I want to be on this debut show. I want to shine under the bright lights. So you got to respect him taking advantage of this opportunity.
And no doubt about that. I mean, it's a great way to forge a new path. I mean, Jordan, you had talked about the fact that it's a fresh, clean slate for everyone here at Gotham Wrestling. Everyone gets to kind of choose their own adventure.
It is, and to Todd's point, it's a great opportunity for Jake Redondo without the shadow cast by former tag partner Joey Lancaster, though I wonder if he's maybe bit off a little more spinach than he can chew in the form of Leo Sparrow.
Leo Sparrow, certainly an impressive competitor, a winner of the 2025 ECWA Super 8 tournament, is now up and over, showing that athleticism is Jake Redondo. Dropped hold, slips up, quick crack of the kick to the jaw.
Trying to catch Redondo is like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. This kid's got great agility. And the fact that he could execute that against someone, as you mentioned, that won the ECWA tournament, that puts Sparrow in rarefied air.
Oh, catches him on the back elbow, does Leo Sparrow. But wow, impressive shift of momentum.
This guy, Jake Redondo, he's a second-generation wrestler. He thinks he's so great, he thinks he's entitled to everything. Because your father was a wrestler 20, 30 years? Give me a break.
Well, the sport is in his DNA, the rear waist lock. Sent back by Leo Sparrow, but up and over, dodging each other, the drop kick right to the mush.
On the money.
That cover hooks the leg, does Redondo, and Leo Sparrow quick with the kick out.
Redondo doing a great job of stringing the offense together here, Jordan. If you can get into the mind of Sparrow, what can he do to slow this thing down and get out of the blocks offensively?
It's a matter of evading a big maneuver from Jake Redondo. There's a lot of big risks, and oftentimes they don't pay off. What Leo Sparrow needs to do is pick his moments, though might not need to here.
Well, he certainly picked some handfuls of hair of Jake Redondo, as now he's stomping a hole through the chest of the Radiant One.
I gotta say, I don't understand the dislike for Leo Sparrow. He's trying to save these entitled, these less-than wrestling fans. He's trying to show them a better way. What's so wrong about that?
Maybe he wouldn't be so grumpy if he didn't just eat plant-based protein all the time.
Come on, give me a break, TK. Who are you to tell this guy how to live?
The cover hooks the leg, Leo Sparrow! But Jake Redondo, the moment now means too much. It's a chance to establish himself as a solo competitor. It's a chance out here on the East Coast, first time competing in New York, where Leo Sparrow is very well known.
That's right, trained at Create a Pro Wrestling Academy, went toe-to-toe and took to the limit. Former AEW World Champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman, so this kid has what it takes.
But now shots to the midsection and a big back backhand across the chest of Leo Sparrow from Redondo.
Gonna be chopped, King of Kale here, and now Redondo up and over, yes.
Lands on his feet. Sparrow shoves Redondo into the corner, rising knee. Oh, geez, sends him straight down to the canvas. This is a dangerous place to be, right in the drop zone. And a broccoli buster.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is what Sparrow has to do. He can't give Redondo any distance, and you can't leave him alone. Go ahead.
Certainly can, as he looks for that revolution DDT, but it's scouted well by Jake Redondo.
I hate to admit it, Alyssa, but maybe called his shot a little too early, maybe telegraphed it for Jake Redondo here.
Runs right into that back elbow from Redondo, who gets the boots to the chin of the Son of the Sun. Catches, escapes, and kicks back. Jettison to the opposite side of the ring, and now looks at that blockbuster. I don't know if Redondo got as much as he wanted of it, but did he get enough?
But he used it as a transition here. He got the distance he needed to keep that offense rolling, and rolling it is. Redondo looking good here.
The only reason Leo Sparrow's having any trouble is because Drew Gulak was mouthing off beforehand, was distracting his pre-match ritual.
Step up enziguri from Jake Redondo, and now sits out with a Blue Thunder Bomb. And Leo Sparrow, he's still in this one, gentlemen.
It doesn't get any closer than that. 2 9/10 off that Blue Thunder Bomb. Great action, a lot of bragging rights on the line. If you can score a big victory so early in the history of Gotham Wrestling.
Oh, swings wide, but now slung neck first over the top rope by Leo Sparrow. Using every part of the ring to his advantage now. Hooks those arms for the Revolution DDT.
Because the world revolves around him.
Your winner, Leo Sparrow.
You could be driving down the road and God forbid something happens to your engine or your transmission. Now you got to figure out how to tow the car, where to tow it to, how much it's going to cost. Whereas you have a company like CarShield back you and you make a phone call and everything's taken care of.
So can you walk us through a little bit on like a car breakdown? What happens on the customer side and what you see?
Every day at our shop, there's people that just come in bawling their eyes out because their car's warranty just ran out and they got all these new expenses now that they have to pay for.
Some of the average costs on repairs, for instance, on a transmission would range anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000, $7,000. Engines can go anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000, $15,000.
If you can get CarShield, do it. Don't even think twice. Give them a call, see what you could do to get on that program because it's going to give you peace of mind.
No other company protects drivers like CarShield. All you need to do is call CarShield now before your car breaks down.
CarShield can save you thousands. Just call before a breakdown happens. Call 800-764-5611.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Introducing first from Moore, Oklahoma, weighing 205 pounds,
The main man is back, Baitman. A lot of history here in the Irvine Improv. Was in the very first main event for the United Wrestling Network in the halls of the world-famous Irvine Improv when he defeated Royce Isaacs by cashing in Percy's privilege, and he regained the television title at the time. He'd love to get back in the hunt for championship gold. He's got a tough test.
Welcome back, Baitman.
and his opponent from Rancho Cucamonga, California, weighing 201 pounds, the Dragon, Brandon Cutler.
What a matchup we've got coming your way here. The Dragon, Brandon Cutler, had been breathing fire, had been undefeated against top-notch competition. That fire extinguished momentarily when he took on Evan Daniels for the television title, but this is pivotal for him. We'll see how he bounces back. But man, oh man, certainly a very, very tough opponent as he tries to get that momentum back.
Yeah, perhaps the momentum ceasing for a moment from Brandon Cutler on what has been otherwise an incredible year as we have witnessed the transformation into the Dragon. And tonight, another massive test as the returning Baitman, one of the most violent men in the history of the United Wrestling Network, stands before Brandon Cutler in a match I know you and I have been looking forward to all week, TK.
Oh, definitely. There was no doubt when you looked at the promotional art for this, one that really stood out was Cutler versus Baitman. It's great to see Baitman back. You know, we've been seeing in recent weeks some returning faces here in the United Wrestling Network. And Baitman, a guy that's made a lot of history, was a red carpet rumble winner, won the PP3 tournament, named, of course, after Percy Pringle III, cashed that trophy in right here for the television titles, done so much. And Cutler goes all the way back to the Showcase Theater days. He and his brother were teaming against the likes of the Rock Nest Monsters. Both these guys are entrenched in the history books of the United Wrestling Network.
One of the great things about spending decades in this sport and having the privilege to call the action of these great wrestlers is the evolution that you witness. Again, you just talked about it, the Cutler brothers, one of the great tag teams of the 2000s and 2010s. And you can't forget about Violence Unlimited, where we witnessed Funny Bone and Baitman make a name for themselves, really, about 15 somewhat years ago. Now both of these men, as singles wrestlers, very dangerous in this sport. No idea who's going to come out winning this one.
Oh, the odds makers would list this as a pick 'em, no doubt. But I think very pivotal. You know, Baitman doesn't want to come back and not score the victory. And if Baitman ever asks you for your digits, don't give them to him. He's not looking for your phone number. And he's got joint manipulation down. The likes of Timothy Thatcher, who used to feature on this program. The likes of Drew Gulak, who will be in action at Gotham Wrestling when the United Wrestling Network heads out to Nyack, New York. So you got Cutler looking to get back. A win over Baitman puts him right back in the title picture. And likewise for Baitman, if he gets a win here in his return, he'll be considered for television title, heritage title, even a world title will be within their grasp.
Yeah, kudos to Johnny LaQuasta, who continues to put together banger after banger. It's really a matter of parity. Cover here by Brandon Cutler, not enough. But again, it's a matter of parity. So many guys, get a cover. So many guys so good, so equal to one another. We're always getting great matches and great matchups. And now Cutler goes for another pinfall attempt here, but no.
Boy, what a matchup this is, and I think that's what Baitman has to do. He's going to have to outstrike Cutler. Cutler is so athletic. We've seen Cutler. He's able to springboard. He's springboard into a blockbuster. He's nimble. He'll spring up to the top, catch him with a superplex. I think Baitman, with striking, has got to find a way to ground the Dragon if he's going to extinguish that fire.
What a shot right there by our production team. That momentary stare down as there was a stalemate between these two fighters, and we saw that great look there from the camera. They're sizing each other up.
If looks could kill, they'd both be pushing up Daisy.
And the interviews from these two guys that we witnessed earlier tonight, I mean, both men meaning business, both know exactly how dangerous their opponent is in this fight.
Just chop. You can tense up all you want. It's tough to ward off a shot like that. Now Cutler going to deliver his best shot. Both guys teeing off on one another, and neither are backing up.
And for me, it's the match within the match that we're witnessing here. It's the psychology between these two veterans as they are sizing each other up and delivering punishment.
These two have the fighting spirit, but if I'm Cutler, I maybe feign the chop and go for something quick. I don't think you want to try and outgun Baitman in a striking contest. Baitman goes upstairs with the elbow. He's going to try and pick up the pace. There you see it. That right on cue there.
You called it, TK.
Single leg pick, used his agility, and that allowed allowed Cutler to get the advantage in the matchup. That was a fantastic, intelligent maneuver there by Cutler, and now IQ-changing shot upstairs by the Dragon.
Yeah, big kick right to the head of Baitman, who's still got enough wits about him to counter that, but look at Brandon Cutler. My God, he's so nimble.
That's why you can't give Cutler distance. I mean, he is just an expert at using it. Look at this. He gets that big body going, and he is a big man. Make no mistake about it. Big clothesline into the cover. We're going to put him away only a count of 2. Fantastic contest between two great veterans of the United Wrestling Network. This truly is what championship wrestling is all about.
Yeah, and I talked about it earlier. It is the game within the game between these two men to sort of outpsych your opponent. They both know exactly how good each other is, but oh man, I think Cutler's neck just got caught up in that top rope as Baitman dragged an arm into the ring. Cutler with nowhere to go.
Yeah, that was some whiplash-like stuff there by Baitman. You know, where it's so funny how these two will use the ring as an ally in different ways. Baitman will use it to hurt you. He's hurting Cutler. We've got to take a break.
Did you know that Christian Faith Publishing works with authors just like you to turn manuscripts into published books? Hi, I'm Luke. Have you written a book but don't know how to get it published? We do. We take our authors through the publishing process from the infancy of editing to distribution and sales. We're looking to publish books with positive content in all genres. We understand that your labor is more than a book. It's unique, personal, and likely written with a higher purpose to spread the word. Interested in learning more? You can call the number on the screen today or scan the QR code, and we'll send you a free writer's guide packed with tips, tricks, and templates to help you finish that great American novel. Call now. Don't just believe me. Have you been reading these author reviews? Perhaps the smartest decision our authors make is to contact CFP. If you're ready with a manuscript and want your book reviewed, contact us today.
Call for your free writer's guide or scan the QR code now, 888-440-3095. That's 888-440-3095.
Welcome back, everyone. Big time matchup between two of the best to ever do it in the United Wrestling Network. Multiple time television champion Baitman, one of the most decorated competitors I talked about. Won the PP3, won the Red Carpet Rumble. I mean, that's rarefied air in the United Wrestling Network.
And it's not just Hollywood where these two have succeeded. Of course, Brandon Cutler with a very successful career in All Elite Wrestling, and for Baitman, working with New Japan Pro Wrestling, working all over the country and internationally. What a match we have. What a treat tonight from Johnny LaQuasta in this fight.
Baitman was, Ring of Honor experience as well. I think he was part of a Trios Championship at one point in Ring of Honor. Here's the cover after some big shots. And Baitman does have that knockout ability. He can turn out your lights. He can end a fight in an instant.
Yeah, well, he's known for dropping that elbow from about 6'3" tall as he goes and dropping it right onto his prone opponent. And it'll be interesting to see if he can land that tonight on Brandon Cutler, the Dragon.
You don't want to be in the sights of that depth from above, and that's why Cutler's got to stick and move and use his agility. He's doing just that right now. Look at that, runs over Baitman with the clothesline. Not too many guys can decleat Baitman with a single shot, and look at that, beautiful leg kick, goes downstairs, does Baitman, tries to muscle him up, nice counter. Just deposits him, front face suplex there. And again, look at this, using that agility again, Christian. What's he got in mind? Look at this guy go into a double stomp by the Dragon. Here's the cover, looking to put him away. What a win it will be, not yet.
A maneuver we are accustomed to seeing from some of the great luchadors in professional wrestling and around the world, and Brandon Cutler pulls it off no problem.
So athletic at his size, just incredible. The body control he has, the balance, the risk taking, because you put yourself momentarily in a precarious position, but he really makes it look effortless, does the Dragon.
Yeah, the payoff is huge when you can land a strike like that with that kind of momentum, but Baitman knows a lot about that as he just dropped a big right hand. Oh, and a chop to the back of the neck. And that's a big no-no in pro wrestling, and a receipt from Cutler, right hand to the face.
Yeah, Cutler didn't take lightly to that. And, the Dragon was flying earlier. But I'll tell you again, with the striking ability, the lethal striking of Baitman, and he's going into a different gear here. He just might be the guy that can clip the wings of the Dragon.
Talked earlier about the fighting spirit that these two men possess. You could see it in the striking game. Not only are they able to deliver disgusting, nasty strikes, but able to take them.
Went to the well one too many times and got spiked by the DDT. Bateman goes for the cover. Time-tested maneuver has put a lot of people away, but it couldn't put away the Dragon. Not yet.
And I really like the technique from Baitman there on that cover. He's stretched that arm out, pin it down, try to get that lateral press, as much leverage as possible, but it just hasn't done enough to put away Brandon Cutler yet.
Oh, he's looking for a little bone on bone here, taking that knee pad off. Looking to strike with that knee. Look, he's got him prone here. This is execution style, but the Dragon rolls out of it. Uh-oh, and now Bateman feeling the effects. That was a sacrifice play, because there was no protection on that knee. Roll up now by the Dragon. Oh, almost got him, Christian. Powered by Cutler. Look at this, nice oh no! And now, yes, finally gets the reversal. Back and forth seesaw.
Oh, wait a minute.
The knee gave out.
Yeah, that knee compromised. Goes for the Shining Wizard, but Bateman counters. Bateman! Nasty elbow from behind.
It's like a fireworks show. Oh, I thought he was maybe going for a tombstone, but he gets rolled up the other way. He gets rolled up the other way. Cutler gets the win.
Your winner, Brandon Cutler.
What a contest between these two, a battle of striker versus agility, and Cutler made him pay the price there, was able to secure the roll-up and the 1-2-3. Big win there by the Dragon, right back to his winning ways, again, over someone who is one of the most decorated championship competitors in the history of this program.
Yeah, life isn't about what happens to you, it's about how you react. And tonight, Brandon Cutler reacted just as we thought, with a big win over a tough opponent in Bateman. Brandon Cutler back in the winning column.
Sometimes when it comes down to a match of two so evenly matched opponents, you go back to the basics, back to the fundamentals. That's what the Dragon did. More action coming your way, including the world title will be on the line. Next week, Javi gets his crack at the gold and the champion, Jordan Cruz.